See how long it takes for somebody to come in. Hey, Grams. I'm going to try to get a few people in here before I do this because I don't know if a lot of people realize, if you read the title, what it actually means. They have right now, with after these shootings, what's called red flag warnings. If you get put on a red flag warning, they can turn around, and that takes away your free speech. Right there, you lost Amendment number 1 because of something you said. How's it going, everybody? But because supposedly you made a comment that might be really bad, you just lost your First Amendment. That gives them the right to come to your home, kick in your door, and take your guns. There's your Second Amendment right gone. So now you've lost your free speech, you've lost your weapons, which means you've lost First and Second Amendment rights. And guess what? While they did those two, by kicking in your door, they just took away your Fourth Amendment. Search and seizure. It's very basic, but you just lost it. Boom. Because of something you said on the internet. So not only have you lost first, now you've lost second, now you've lost fourth. Now, once it gets to this point, it's no longer you're innocent until proven guilty. They've taken away your guns. They've kicked in your house. You're guilty until you can prove that you're innocent. So what do you guys think of these red flag warnings that they're now coming up with after El Paso and Dayton? Because it's something that, as Americans, we shouldn't be putting up with. It's pretty much bullshit. I mean, we lose 3 of our amendments just like that. That's saying you have guns. I do. So if I was stupid enough to say one thing and somebody called it in and they can see it, I've just lost 3. And that's how I feel. They can take my gun out of my cold dead hand. But they're not fucking around. I mean, this is just flat out, this is what happens. As of right now, 29 people throughout the United States have been arrested for something they've said online. I just saw that on the news. 29. 4 in Florida, and it goes all the way to California. I just saw it. It was at the Marriott Hotel. A fry cook said he was going to go home and get his gun and come back and shoot everybody. Well, he was loaded for bear. When they busted in his door, he had a cache of weapons. But guys, that's what we're dealing with right now. They are taking away our rights by just words. Your First Amendment, freedom of speech, is no longer free. How's it going, Maddie? So you have to watch what you say on here, because if you make a comment and it gets turned over to the police, your freedom of speech is gone. They've busted in your house and taken all your guns. Second Amendment's gone. And your Fourth Amendment's gone because they searched your house without probable cause. So guys, be very careful with what you say. So it's just, you're right. It's a big monster. And you get turned over to the FBI, your name's on the list, and bam, you're done. And I'm sure will stop you from buying a gun. It'll stop you from flying. Like News Now Houston says, it'll put you on that list and you won't be able to do anything. And that's everywhere, Charlotte, sometimes. It's everywhere. 29 people have been arrested for things they've said on the internet. Either Facebook, Instagram, whichever one they do, Snapchat, whatever. So be very, very careful. I just thought this is something that everybody needs to know, because it is. Freedom of speech is toast. And we've seen it over and over on certain videos. But we're living in, now it's a whole new day and age. And this is one because of a few stupid apples. We're all going to be screwed. The number one thing is assault weapons should have never been sold to the public. That's my opinion. Many other people may think otherwise. But assault weapons never needed to be. I mean, I've hunted boar before, and I tell you what, you can use a Desert Eagle and that will bring down a boar. You don't need an assault weapon. And who the hell shoots a deer with something that's like that? I mean, you pop 5 rounds off so you don't have to chase it as far. So, you strongly disagree the Second Amendment is never intended for concealed carry. Okay, if you want to go that way, why can't us as Americans have hand grenades? Why can't we have rocket launchers? It's the same thing that the government's using, that the government has. Shouldn't we be able to protect ourselves from the government, which that's what it is, but yet we're not allowed to have them? See, like I said, that's my opinion. Only mine. You look at almost all of the mass shootings, they're with assault weapons. It's not somebody pulling out, hey Kim, it's not somebody pulling out a handgun, 9mm, 6-shooter, whatever. It's an assault weapon. They go out and they buy the bump stock, which they say that there's 20 million bump stocks out in the public right now. 20 million. So that means there's 20 million of the other ones. But I understand that the good people need to be armed too. But think about it. If the assault weapons were never sold, you wouldn't have to build yourself up as high as they are. If they didn't have an assault weapon and they had 9mm, your 9mm or your 50 caliber Desert Eagle would do just the same. A shotgun, you pepper them with, the spray of that, and I've seen animals get hit, they fall. So, but that's my take on it. And how's it going, High Desert? It's just a matter of, like I said, red flag warning, you're going to lose 3 amendments. Your first, your second, and your fourth. And then you got to prove you're innocent. Not the other way around. You're automatically guilty. So, what about when the police come to take your shit with assault weapons? Your pistol then? No, my 9mm, but why are they going to come and take my shit? I've given them no reason to take my shit. None at all. The only reason you'd have something like that is if you've caused the problems. What they're using for red flag is people writing on the internet that they're gonna go in sometime, come back to where they work and shoot everybody. Yeah, Maddie, rounds first, one shot at a time, right? But if you get on that red flag warning list, you're screwed, because you will never get off of it. It's just plain and simple. You know, with cops, you're on the shit list, you're on the shit list. It's always going to be like that. Assault is an action, not a type. I understand that, but typing a word on, you know, whether it's here on YouTube or on Facebook or something like that, that's not the same as taking a gun and shooting it. But that's what they're doing. So I wanted to let everybody know. I know it's bullshit. I feel bad for all the people that die in these mass shootings. The one that was at Pulse nightclub in Orlando. I have a friend that his brother died. And I knew his brother. You know, I sit here and listen to people say, oh, those are all fake and staged. That funeral wasn't staged. He is buried. And he will never walk this earth again. And it pisses me off when somebody says they bring in crisis actors and stuff like that. People are dying. You know, so. But I will cut this short. I just wanted to get this out there. Hopefully you guys share this, like this, send it around, because a lot of people need to know. You know, this is not something that they're messing around with. Not faked, planned is different. Yeah, they're planned by the person that's killing, that's taking the gun in. I appreciate it, Maddie. It's okay, don't worry about High Desert. It's been a while. I'm over it. But guys, I don't care. Put this on your page. Put it on your community page, wherever you want. Redo it. But we need to spread the word so that nobody in our community gets hemmed up. Because I know I've watched a lot of videos, and I've watched a lot of live ones where people have sat there and said right in the video, man, if I could get there, I'd have my gun and I'd shoot every one of them. Well, you can't. That's just, you know, we're not after all cops. We're after the bad cops, guys. We want the bad cops gone. We don't want them dead. At least I don't. So, I mean, I even got one fired and had trouble dealing with that because I had somebody following me. But that didn't mean I wanted him dead. So, guys, share, like, put on your community page, remake the same exact video, however you want to do it. But our community needs to know, so none of us get caught up in it. And I understand equal weapons, but we'll never have equal weapons, Maddie. Unless you're planning on flying an airplane, a Tomcat or something like that, we'll never be equal. So guys, this is Lightning Dave. That's my 2 cents. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later.